Good morning, everyone. Got the morning market rundown. Let's dive into this price action here. So we could see here yesterday's mapped out scenarios that we had this undercut and we rallied up, and it looks like that this fade came into play. So ideally, right, we got this rally up, this push in here, this rallied up, and then we got this decline so far because we're trading down here in the pre-market. So we could see here this price action into this premises here, and then we could see this decline that we've been declining. So let's see for today if basically let's get rid of all this stuff now. That if this is going to play out now, where we get this consolidation phase and we kind of rally up into this maybe this week to date VWAP, this 2-day VWAP area, start to get some longs trapped and then start to get some more selling. And then we would be monitoring down into this 565, 570 level. Or if we do get this energy here, perhaps then we start to build some energy here above this week to date and 2-day VWAP. All right. So if we take this pre-market data off, we'll get rid of this here because we see we had our rally up, kind of had this situation, and then we had that decline, which we just deleted. So the next phase of this is going to monitor to see if we start to reject this 2-day, 3-day VWAP in the week to date, or we start to get back above that week to date VWAP, which is in the premises of this 5-day moving average. You could see our anticipated line that we've had mapped out over the past couple of days. So this is guilty until proven innocent, like Brian Shannon would say. So this potential scenario that we would be monitoring is to see if we can rally above, and then potentially be, maybe looking for a real bounce that's sustainable with evidence of the intermediate trend aligned up in this area. So what will happen for that in order to play out would be is either we got this fade, so by the end of today, we'll be trading here at this premises right here. So come Friday, if we get a fade and we get a really quick rally towards the end of the day, Friday into next week, we'll be sitting above this 5-day moving average, and then perhaps going to be looking for a more sustainable bounce with the evidence of the intermediate trend aligned, and then be potentially taking this back into this 590, 131 area, which has this VWAP from this current peak high. We have our election VWAP coinciding with this VP shelf here at 593.88. And if we start to break and squeeze above this election, then we'll be monitoring that 600 round level, 605, and then we have a VP cluster up here. Could be a significant level of supply at the 609.65 premises. So ideally, we'll be monitoring something for like this today, is to see if we get this further shakeout down into this 570. Maybe then we start to reclaim this daily VWAP, get to that 3-day week to date, and then that's going to start to feel that push. Or we rally up, break back down, and we're not able to. We rally up here, we break back down, not able to reclaim that daily VWAP, and then start breaking down. So to clean this up here, we'll just make this black solid, change it to red, and we'll make this a green situation here. So we can kind of see the potential scenario. So maybe we get a flush here, reject this flush, get back above the daily VWAP and the 2-day VWAP, and then could fuel a pull, fuel a push. Maybe we get a surge into that 2-day week to date VWAP. Maybe it just continues going. We hold the daily VWAP. That would be the line in the sand. But if we get some surge, some profit taking from the short down this morning, then we start to crack below the daily VWAP. And all you really got to do is we just be monitoring our daily VWAP here as our line in the sand. So let's just make that daily VWAP, and you would see that's our line in the sand. So if we rally up and hold the VWAP here, maybe it's holding up here, and start to drift up into that week to date, innocent till proven guilty. We start to flush underneath it, guilty till proven innocent. Let's get into the QQQ here. Got a little bit of jargon going on here. So this was aggressive sell-off that was our trap. So maybe this is where we're going to start to see that deeper selling here. Let's get rid of this. Right, we had that rally into this 5-day moving average area. So, and then we have this situation, got that pull back down here. So let's see if this situation here, now, if we could get some strength in this area, maybe we get some strength up in this area now. And same concept as the SPY, that we basically need to see us get back above this week to date VWAP. That maybe that could give us evidence to fuel us a push into that 501 area, the 5-day moving average. But we have to monitor this 5-day moving average here, and we'll see by the end of the trading session, we'll be right here. Right here. So if we get a little flush and get a close near this 500 level, maybe Friday we could get this gap up above the 5-day, and then we get the evidence of this intermediate trend starting to change, and our 5-day moving average starts to shape up something like this, and we'll end up getting this potential situations, maybe something like that, where we could set up and we could start to maybe see the evidence of this 5-day moving average ride out and give us a push back up into this previous peak high of this 510 area, 511. And then we got the election VWAP here at this 516.40 premises. So if we dive into this 2-minute time frame, maybe perhaps we get something like this, is if we get back above that daily VWAP, maybe we flush low and then reclaim, and that gives us a push back up to that week to date VWAP, reclaim daily, and that gives us that push up, something like this. So this is a potential scenario that can play out. If we rally up, fade, and don't get back above the daily VWAP, monitor for that decline back down 24.94 and down into this 487 and potentially 479 premises. So hopefully this analysis is helpful. If you like this, please like and subscribe.